Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daily High with your host, Matt McGregor and Tone Vase. Oh, the Panthers just had a fantastic win, and I've just looked down and realized this is not an accident. I've got my Premiership jersey from 2022. I put the wrong jersey on. I wanted to put a Panthers jersey on, but I've got this jersey signed by the entire Premiership team from 2022. This jersey's worth a few thousand squid, so I have to take this off as soon as the show finishes. So I've never worn this before. Don't, how are you, mate?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm at the airport heading to Vegas. No buy the dip top, but I'm wearing my buy the dip shirt. Uh, don't normally walk through airports like this, but times are rough. We need help.
You might as well wear a Tone Vase shirt walking through the airport if you'll get spotted wearing something like that. All right, well the price has done almost nothing from last night. So I'll go first if you like, because you did me the pleasure of going first last night. But look, truly, there's we got it there. Yep, there he is. There's truly not much to say. The price is almost identical to where it was last night. I think what were we last night? Like around this, about the same price, just shy of 58K. We did get above 58K throughout the day, and then pulled back down, and it did a fair bit of. I think we were about here last night, 50, 57. 200, something 400, something like that. And it did go up and down $1,000 either way. But this is that 58 zone has been where it's been for a few days now as I look back on it. Um, Look, I don't see anything here on Bitcoin that's too exciting, except for I'm really excited about the S&P and gold. So I can't wait to hear your thoughts on those as they rip. The price of Bitcoin is steady for me. That's totally fine. I'm still in the trade from 55 to 60. Um, I'm not looking to get out of this trade as I said last night, unless we start getting below probably the 30 simple moving average here at about 56, 500, something like that. And I'll take the profit on the trade. But other than that, I really do think this is a chance here. Um, but as I mentioned last night, on the higher time frames, it's too soon to go all in, which is unfortunate because I'm in the mood to get all in, but it's still the same as last night. There's nothing's changed. We're still below the 7 simple moving average. We're above the 50, which is great. We're below the 30, below the Lucid Star. The wave is still red. All the oscillators are still in exactly the same place they're in last night. Nothing has changed from yesterday's show. We're in a holding pattern. If you didn't see last night's show, I was just mentioning that. Look, it looks okay, and I'm still satisfied with the price at 58K. Absolutely, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fantastic. It can definitely break out, but until we start to put in at least a higher high above that 30 simple moving average, a higher than 64, break the looser SARS, and really kick on to the end of the year, which I really do think we're going to do that, or even early into next year. It's just it could go either way. And I'm stuck in a funny position because if we start to break this consolidated area at the top here where we've been putting in lower highs, I definitely see us kicking off. And we might finally get to that 100K that we've all been lusting after. But it could also do the exact opposite, where I know that's just throwing cards on the floor here. But if we start to drop, I'd be very, very, very interested in, as we said yesterday, an MRI buy or an Alpha Numerics weekly green diamond or a 3 day green diamond, something substantial to get in on, really, really get in on. But I mean, I am all in at this point. When I include my leverage trade here, there's nothing else I can say about Bitcoin right now, Tone, that wasn't said yesterday. It's going to be a shorter show today because Tone's at the airport. I'm coming back to you now. I hope the weekend gives us something more interesting to talk about, and I hope that we do kick off and break some of these local highs here, but I don't see it yet. Please like and subscribe. Please share it with your friends. Use the Discord group. Please use the affiliate links that we have in the description below. We've got Blowfin and BitGet. They're the exchanges that I really like. Blowfin has no KYC, so it's a great opportunity to get in there. And BitGet, I think, is one of the best exchanges in the world. Tone, take it away, brother. What do you got?
All right. I agree with everything you said about the price of Bitcoin. So there's really not much I can add to that. The daily chart did end up printing a green star candle on the fourth candle. We're now on the fifth candle. Bitcoin is rallying right now nicely. We're right at the first level of resistance. There is three additional levels of resistance. I mean, look, I would be very happy if Bitcoin manages to break all these levels of resistance, but you can't assume that it will. So I'm going to stay patient and I'm not altering my allocation, which remains in cash. Should have taken the oil trade, but I don't know, I was too busy working. The weekly chart, as Matt said, I would love to see a weekly MRI buy opportunity at lower prices. Otherwise, the weekly chart also needs to get over 62,000 before we can call that chart bullish. Short-term chart, here we go. We're having a very good
Great.
hour. Or the hourly chart. We're having a very good couple of hours here. We do have resistance. This is the line I drew yesterday. We've flirted with this line. We have not been able to spend a full candle above it. Maybe this is the candle. Hopefully, by the time I land in Las Vegas, the price of Bitcoin is pushing 60,000. I will take the under on that, but anything is possible. We're definitely lower than all prior cycles since the halving. Hopefully, this will get back into line. But in order for it to get back into line, we need an imminent price of 75K. The oil trade is doing very, very nicely. It's actually already hit my theoretical potential profit take. I probably would not be taking profit yet. If I did take profit on this trade, I would take partial profit. This thing can run for a while. I mean, the next level of resistance is all the way up at $76. So as long as this trade is running, you should let it run. You just like, increase your stop loss. Where would my stop loss be right now? My stop loss would be at just below 68,000. Something in the, can I draw it here? Something, I can't. Let me try this. My stop loss would be about, why isn't it drawing it? Uh, My stop loss would be here, and I'll just extend that line. Now, this is where my stop loss would be today, but today is Friday, and holding leverage futures positions through the weekend is very risky. I would definitely take profit at some point today. Um, yeah, this is not a bad place to take profit. Maybe I would hold one futures contract through the weekend, but ideally I would not. I remain very bullish on this move, and this should be in a no lose trade. Anything can happen over the weekend. They can, of course, get down to below the stop loss. Uh, Unlikely, but anything's possible, which is why you want to limit your futures holding through the weekend. Gold continues to retire. My target is $3,000. S&P 500. Let's see how the 10 a.m. reversal is doing to the downside. That was a crazy,
Yeah.
crazy
That.
candle.
Yeah.
Uh, I, I don't know. I would have gone short probably on this candle, but right now I would probably be in a losing position. I don't know what even happened first, up or
Which way
down.
went first? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I have to assume it went up first, but let me check. Oh wow.
Both. Wow.
Okay, so it's still golden. So this is your 1 minute candle. I'm still assuming it went up and then down. Some economic data must have been released at 10 a.m. Yep, there it is. The University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Survey is released at 10 a.m. It beat expectations, hence the move would have been to the upside of the box, and then slammed down because it wasn't as obvious as everyone thought. Uh, I would still think that the market is going to pull back here. I think the upside today is a little bit limited. We've had a massive rally over the last 3 days. Today's Friday. Most good traders are going to take their profit and not have a headache through the weekend or concerns. We are so close to all-time highs. It's
Mm.
insane. And I am expecting new all-time highs very, very soon. And the Fed will likely lower the interest rate 25 basis points. And wow, this was like
Mm.
80-20 the other day, and now it's back to
Yesterday.
53-47.
Yesterday.
Yeah. And now it's 53%. I think they're gonna lower than 25. That is pretty much it for me. That is pretty much it for me. We can take a look at Tesla. Actually, let me take a look at the dollar. US dollar continues to decrease. That is, again, very, very surprising. We can take a look at the price of Tesla. Tesla is bullish, and I've been, you know, expecting Tesla to be bullish from the arrows that you see on the screen. And Nvidia has rallied nicely over the last few days. Nvidia remains bullish as well. Uh,
The
MicroStrategy,
Nvidia looks exactly like the S&P 500, just looking at it like that.
yeah, it's one of the main drivers of the S&P
Yeah.
500. If Nvidia crashes, so will the market. And yeah, I don't really have much else to add. We can take a look and see how the ETF's been performing this week. I'm a little more bullish than bearish for the week, but man, BlackRock is just eating everything. Uh, Probably around end of year, BlackRock can have more Bitcoin than all the other ETFs combined. It will get there eventually. It'll get there eventually. It's just eating everything. It has by far the biggest trading volume, by far the biggest market cap. Let me see. The sum is 795. The sum is 909. So, sorry, not market cap, but liquidity. Uh, BlackRock has more liquidity than all the other ETFs combined. 24,000 versus 27,000 per trade. Yeah, that is nuts. And as far as NAV goes, they're still 50% shy, but they're dominating the liquidity. And that's really bad for all the other Bitcoin ETFs. All right.
Yep.
On this note, go ahead and close us out. And my flight to be boarding in about 5 minutes.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on, Tone. I know it's a pain in the arse to do a show from the airport, but I hope you have a lovely time in Vegas. We will see you next week. Have a great weekend, everybody, and see you Monday if we can.
All right. Yeah, well, maybe. I got a
Yeah.
conference to run, but Monday, well, we're gonna play it by ear, guys. No promises.